the three of us are back.
Yeah.
The moment like shit went south for her, like obviously that puts an immediate pause on this.
Why? Like, I can't picture that happening to a good person, you know?
Brie, also to add, has been there every day with her grandma.
Like, I've been really wanting to talk to you guys about this because, like, you guys see this every day. So it's like, are you guys immune to it? Or are you guys like it kind of terrified me, to be honest.
I feel like we were all kind of going through something in these last, couple months, 2 months or whatever.
Are we gonna cry?
Yeah.
Life is crazy, but also very beautiful.
Yeah.
Hi,
friends! Welcome back to another episode of Sorry We're Drunk.
Sorry.
My name is Brie.
I'm Cindy.
I'm Rosie.
And let's get into it.
Crack it. 3, 2.
Cheers. Cheers.
Cheers.
Ooh.
Let's do like a air one.
Cheers.
Okay, well, let me introduce the drink, but
Let her take a sip first.
ooh, okay. Today we are drinking Suntory negative 196. I have peach flavor.
I have lemon.
I have grapefruit.
These are 5.5%. They are a vodka seltzer. Okay, it says, sorry, now I feel like I'm not, I'm shy now.
It's been a while, guys.
Okay, so the 196, negative 196 vodka seltzer is a ready-to-drink seltzer made by Suntory. The name 196 comes from the freeze crush infusion technology they use to, where whole fruits are frozen in liquid nitrogen at negative 196 degrees Celsius. Whew, that was a lot to say.
Okay.
Yeah, so these are 5.5%. They are 2 grams of sugar, premium vodka, whole fruit flavor. Is there a calorie count?
Mine is 3 sugars.
Oh, really?
So I guess they differ.
Okay.
This is 2.5.
Okay, yeah, so they differ.
Let's
This
see
one has
calories.
110 calories. It's very small on the side, and 2 carbs.
Mine is 127 and 3.4 carbs.
Interesting. Very interesting. Right off the bat, mine tastes like peach ring, the candy. Like straight up peach rings. It's pretty good. Not too sweet though.
Mine tastes like a lemonade. Like you buy a lemonade from a stand. This is what it tastes like. I don't taste alcohol.
Yeah, I don't taste alcohol at all.
Yeah, this is very much giving grapefruit.
You love your grapefruit.
You are a grapefruit girlie.
It's refreshing already. I'm like, I was hot a second ago, but now I feel good.
I know. Japanese processed and infused with premium. Yeah. Okay, that's pretty cool. The whole frozen fruit thing.
Yeah, so it's natural sugars. It's not like
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Is it kind of like freeze dried? Kind of like.
That's the vibe that I'm understanding. Yeah. Frozen and crushed at negative 196 degrees Celsius using a proprietary Japanese process, then infused with premium vodka and natural flavors.
Oh yeah, it's a vodka seltzer. I don't know if we mentioned that.
I think I did.
And it's from Japan.
It is from Japan. Legendary in Japan. That's what it says.
Oh,
now crafted in the U.S.
Okay.
Look at us. Okay, so we're back, guys. The three of us are back.
It's been a while. We have a new couch. We're spicing it up a little bit, and we'll continue to be spicing it up throughout.
Shout out Olivia.
She came in clutch with the new podcast.
It's cutesy.
It is cutesy. But yeah, it's been a while. We took a 2-month hiatus. And we're gonna kind of explain today why that is, so why we took a break. And I think it was well needed and well deserved.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been a while, so if we're a little rough around the edges, don't blame us.
Just let us drink a little more. We'll be
fine.
But,
yeah, I was a little nervous.
Yeah.
I didn't feel nervous until I started having to read the stuff. Yeah. And I was like, oh fuck, what am I doing?
Once you start, it's like,
oh my gosh.
It's like freeze.
Okay, so
where do we start?
Yeah. Baby Brie, would you like
to? Yeah, I'll get started. I don't even know when our last episode was. Beginning of March?
The one we scrapped.
Which I don't think. I think our last episode was. Oh, it was the St.
St.
Patrick's
Patrick's.
Day.
Yeah, so March.
Yeah, March. I in our last episode that we scratched, we had mentioned we are gonna go to Beyond. That was what was coming up. But before I even got to edit that podcast, before we even went to Beyond, my grandma, she got in an accident, and everything stopped. I couldn't really focus on this or anything else, to be honest. But yeah, I'm gonna go into detail about that. She was walking on her
Yep,
mosquito.
mosquitoes.
Is it a mosquito?
Oh, I thought I killed it.
Is it a mosquito
It's
though?
in your hair. I got it in my hand.
No,
No, I don't.
I don't think that's a mosquito though, right? Is it?
I don't know.
Okay, sorry.
Oh,
Not
fuck.
us having a serious conversation.
Look, I'm peeling.
It's so random.
I'm feeling the
Oh,
sun.
Where are your sunscreen, guys?
I'm melting.
I'm melting. Okay. Sorry. Maybe I needed that. I needed that little distraction. Like,
Huh.
okay. So my grandma, she goes on her daily walk. Like, she's super active. That's one thing about her. She will wake up early, do her walk, come back home, do her little bicycle, do a little crunches in the bed.
She's
like
so cute.
Like she does her thing. She just turned 82, guys. And she looks great for her age.
Oh yeah, she does.
And really active. And she takes pride in like being active and being independent, But yeah, she went on her daily walk, just a regular schmegular day. She was crossing the crosswalk on a green light when the little guy was still, the walking guy was still on. She was minding her own business. She was walking, and a reckless driver, hit her. It hit her pretty bad. The only reason I know this is because I ended up finding footage because I went to a local business that was like at the scene. But yeah. What At the moment when everything happened, let me get more into it, I guess, and then I'll go back to this. But initially, she got hit, and that day, me and my mom were gonna surprise her to go like just visit her, spend the day with her. That was on our mind the whole day. But this happened so early, and she had no identification on her. She had only her phone, and basically the cops, the ambulance had no way to contact me or my mom. So we ended up finding this out until like, I don't know, I want to say like 3 p.m.
She was essentially a Jane Doe for a little while.
Yeah, yeah. And the only way they were able to contact us was using Siri on her phone. They had tried using Face ID, but since my grandma had endured so much trauma, like the Face ID did not work. So they had to use Siri. Cause also she did try to use. They kept asking her like what her
password
was, and she, how you can't really remember until like you look at it and you're like, okay, like she would have to look at it, and she was just like, she couldn't see. That's the thing. One of her eyes were shut because she had like a swollen eye on one end. She had she had a concussion and had a cut on this end, so a lot was happening. But I don't even think at the time, like if I were to tell her this, I don't think she would remember that moment.
Probably not. And probably like initial shock was there, so there was probably yeah.
You know what? All she remembers is she said that she remembered being like asleep, and like she was like in a deep sleep, and they kept asking her questions.
Aww.
They were like, "Oh, how old are you? What's your name? Where do you live?" And she just remembers being like, "Oh my God, why are they bothering me so much?" Yeah, that's all she remembers, but it didn't like snap like, "Oh shit, like what am I doing here?"
Yeah.
That didn't happen until later. But yeah, we got a call from my grandma. Like it says that my grandma's calling. So my mom was like, "Oh my God, like what's the coincidence that I was just about to call you," and it was the freaking hospital. When I heard my mom like react, I was just like what? Like what happened? She's like, what? Like it's just such an ugly feeling. So yeah, they tell us that she got hit, and it was pretty bad. And they said the only thing the cops told them was that the guy was going less than 5 miles per hour. So in that case, we're like, okay, maybe it wasn't that bad or whatever. But so we went straight there. When I tell you, I passed my freaking grandma because I did not recognize her. Like, that's how bad it was. But yeah, it was so sad. It was so sad to see her that way. Yeah, but like I wanted to cry that whole experience, but like I didn't want her to see me cry and feel worse or
That's literally the
get
hardest thing, like trying to just like be strong for someone else, and it's
Yeah.
just, oh yeah, that's
One, I didn't want to initially cry because I wanted to be strong for my mom so she could be strong. And then once I saw my grandma, like I wanted to cry, but I didn't want to freak her out because I feel like if I start crying, she's gonna be like, oh shit, like something's really wrong then, you know? Because she couldn't. She literally the first thing she tells us is like, I can't open my eye, like I can't open my eye. Um, she's like, I don't know what happened, Mija, like I don't know what happened, like that's all. Like she has no recollection of what happened. And in the video too, like she doesn't see it coming like at all, like she doesn't. So a part of me is like, I'm glad that she doesn't remember because I feel like if she did remember and she saw it coming and she remembers the impact, like I feel like that's the only thing that's gonna be repeating in her head while she's at the hospital. Uh, so luckily she don't remember. But yeah, she was just just kind of confused. But yeah, later on she had told me that I feel like she didn't remember the first couple of days there. She ended up telling me that she just remembers like waking up and seeing like casts around her arm and looking at herself. She just remembers being like, damn, like I must have fell pretty bad. Like she thought like maybe she slipped and fell. She's like, how did I fall? Like what like it's so unlike her, you know?
Yeah.
So
Bree's grandma lives alone.
yeah, that's the thing too.
That's how independent she is. She lives alone.
Yeah.
She does everything on her own. Like,
yeah, she'll take the bus to go get you stuff from the market to go to your house to make you soup. Like yeah, she's very independent. But yeah, but again, that's the reason no one was able to contact us because no one was home. The neighbors didn't really have any contact with us. Like that is why it took so long for us to get there. But yeah, the injuries were pretty bad. She had a fracture on both arms. Luckily, nothing was broken, but she did have fractures on her I think it was the inside, the inner wrist, but they had wrapped everything. And then this one, it was the bone that connected from the elbow to here, I think. I don't know my stuff, okay?
I don't remember my bones either.
yeah, I was like,
but she had a fracture somewhere there, and she also had a fracture in her collarbone, which I think that was the most painful for her. She had a small fracture on her neck.
Holy crud.
Like I said, the swollenness, the concussion, and two small brain bleeds, which that was what scared us the most.
Yeah.
What else?
Something with her knee, no?
Oh yeah, she had a fracture, the bone connecting the knee to the calf or the ankle or something like that. I'm trying to think of anything else. I think that's all. I'm like, that's it.
She had a little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything. Yeah. So
wild.
Yeah. But luckily, no. Nothing was broken. Like she'd have to endure any surgery and have to, endure more or whatever. But initially she couldn't go home right away. She ended up going to a skill center. She moved from ICU to like the regular hospital and then to a skill center. But yeah, the process was it was just so hectic. I had mentioned to you guys that even during the hospital, someone had went in there and tried making her sign something. My grandma cannot move her arms. Like has no business signing anything, and she's confused, and she was able to barely see. Her eyes were barely open. So yeah, she has just said that someone had went in, said that my mom knew what this was, that they just needed a signature, that they already talked to my mom, made it seem like my mom agreed to this. And she's like, they're like, just sign, we just need you to sign. And she's like, I can't sign, like look at my arms. And they're like, here. They just stuck the freaking pen in her hand and had her like do a line. They slid the thing. And I'm just like, what? And then yeah, that was a whole mess. I tried talking to security, tried talking to the nurses. No one knew nothing. There was no freaking security cameras. Like what? But that happened. But yeah, initially when the accident occurred, like I had no, like I didn't have no hatred towards the person that did it to her, because like I feel like, you know, sometimes people are in your blind spot and it happens, you know, like, and you don't see them, like whatever. Like I was just worried about her.
Mm-hmm.
But once I seen the footage, I was fucking pissed because
Mhm.
it didn't need to happen. She was already on the other side of the crosswalk.
Mm-hmm.
So when he turned, like if he turned correctly and didn't see her, he would have completely like missed her. But he went into the oncoming traffic lane.
He
What
he
the
totally made a wrong.
hell?
Like,
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to explain without, maybe we can put a drawing up or
Yeah,
something.
I'll put a
But
drawing
like
up.
basically, he was making a left on the street that grandma was walking across. So if he was making a left, he should have gone to this lane. She was already here, but he went into the basically the wrong side of the road, making a left right into her.
Jesus.
So that's what pissed me off the most. I'm like, it didn't need to happen. And the hit itself was so bad. It was not no freaking 5 miles per hour. He was
Mhm.
going, I don't know, like it was not 5 miles per hour for her to like literally fly in the air. It was freaking bad. But one thing he did do was get off and call right away, which I'm grateful for. I think that's the only like, you know, like at least he did that.
Mhm.
But still, it's like even going through all this like legal stuff, it's like how much do we want to push for? Like
Mm.
me and my mom were not greedy people. Like we don't even we've never dealt with lawyers. We never dealt with this. Like it's like honestly really like scary to even do. Like I don't know.
Mhm.
It's a whole lot. But then it's like
The man was not paying attention, clearly. He
yeah,
was either on his phone or
I feel like he was on
under
his
the
phone,
influence or both.
and the police report took freaking over 3 months too for them to give it to us. We had gotten one page of it, and it was the guy's name, and I did a deep dive, and I can't include this in here, but I will tell you guys. Fucking can't say this on this. I'm so sorry, but use your imagination.
We found some stuff out, okay?
We found some shit up, yeah. But based on the information I found out, I really think he was on his phone.
Mhm. I mean, because like something was not clicking for him to have literally made the worst possible turn
Yeah.
ever.
And not see somebody
Like how
there.
who turns a left onto upcoming traffic
Yeah,
that
like,
early in the morning?
And
Like
honestly,
dude
like
was not paying attention.
when I found this out, just to backtrack a little bit too, this happened like on a weekend, right?
yeah.
Because Brie and I, that night before,
Oh,
which another thing I want to add, the night before we got together, we were making candy for Beyond.
Yeah.
We're getting ready for Beyond. We had some drinks, but not like anything crazy. We've
Yeah.
done much worse, you know? We had a few, like maybe
Like I think one
a tall can or
Yeah.
two. I think I had two, she had one. I don't know. But like it was nothing. We were at home, we were chilling. But the next day, Brie woke up and she was like crying.
Yeah.
She's like, I feel ugly. Like I don't know why I feel bad. Like did I do anything wrong? I'm like, girl, no. We
It felt like anxiety, but like I literally only had a
yeah.
tall
She's
can.
like, I don't know why I feel so bad. Like I feel like I did something wrong. I'm like, you're fine. Like
Yeah.
you had one drink here. Like we're fine.
Yeah.
And that's very much Bree's intuition.
Yeah.
But because later on is when we found out. But the other thing that I wanted to add to that is like now that I like go out and go to afters and shit like that, the time of this event happened at 6 something in the morning. I'm
Yeah.
like, this dude could have been
Been
out
at
all
afters,
night
yeah.
and like just coming home, you know, like I don't know. Before I would have never thought that way, but now I'm like, yeah, people are still partying at that time.
Like
Yeah.
even if like you're, I don't get it, because even if you're like being
But
reckless,
also, so was your grandma walking? Sorry, was she walking this way?
so
So the dude, I don't want to drop this. The dude turned this way, right?
Yes.
Was she walking this way?
Yes.
So like, did he not see her walking
At
at
all?
any point?
Right.
Like,
he wasn't looking.
I would understand, but if she was going this way and like but like if they're coming this way, you're not where you're.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't make
Point
sense.
blank, whatever it was, paying attention was not involved.
No.
Right.
Like at all.
Right.
And then even if like I feel like if you're like recklessly driving, when you make a left-hand turn, like I feel like you go further than your
Yeah.
like not closer.
Yeah.
You don't cut it shorter.
It doesn't make
Right.
I don't
sense.
know.
It just really
Yeah.
doesn't make sense.
it didn't rub me the right way. But like, yeah, like when it came to like the settlement and everything, it's like you're really asking me how much my grandma's life is worth, really. Like that we could have easily lost her right then and there. So we didn't. So I'm grateful for that, and I'm grateful she's okay. But like yeah, that's basically what you're asking us. Like, but I don't know. Like, but we're not greedy. We don't want to like hurt
It probably
anyone.
also doesn't sit right, like asking for money like that
Yeah.
either. But like at the same time, like
Yeah, I know.
the dude's fucked up, you know?
Yeah.
No, like he caused like gravely bodily injury, and like
Brie also, to add, has been there every day with her grandma. Like
Yeah.
as soon as she clocks out of work, she's going there.
Yeah.
Goes to school, goes there after school. Like she
Yeah.
spent her
My
all of
whole-
her
yeah.
fucking waking extra time, any time that she has, she's been there with her grandma, which is like crazy
Yeah.
because not, you know, not everyone will do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, like that's a lot. That's a lot
Yeah.
of shit that you guys went through. You and your mom.
Yeah. Like I said, my grandma's super, super independent. So when she went to the skill center, it was really hard for her to become dependent, so dependent on strangers, people she doesn't know, for them to change her, for them to like. She kept saying like no, like no me gusta todo esto, se siente feo. Like she just like it feels ugly. It feels ugly. Like I hate this. I want to be out of here. Like I just want to leave. But like she was still like bedridden. Like she couldn't move at all. Like she couldn't lift herself. She like nothing. So like we had to have her there to do therapy, and but it was really hard for her, and I could tell she was getting depressed. That's one of the reasons where I was like, I'm gonna be there for her. I'm gonna be there in the morning. I'm gonna be there as long as I can. Her boyfriend would be there during lunch, so she was literally truly never alone.
which is good because skills are scary. I'm gonna be honest.
When everything was going down, Brie had asked me. First of all, she was trying to get into our skilled, but that didn't work out for insurance reasons or whatever.
Yeah.
But she was asking me like advice or like what skilled place I thought was better, and I'm like, honestly, dude, like they all kind of suck. If you're not involved in like everything that's going on, I feel like nurses are like, you know, they're just gonna do the bare minimum.
Yeah.
So that was the one thing that I told her. I'm like, just because she was already there all day and all night at the hospital.
Yeah.
So when she was gonna transfer, I'm like, just keep being there. Like, make sure that you guys are super involved. Make sure everyone knows who the fuck you guys are, and then they're gonna take care of your grandma because they're gonna know. Otherwise, like, you know, it's a little scary. These fucking places, really, a lot of them don't give a fuck.
And her insurance had only given us 2 options, and they were one of the 2 worst options. They were so ugly, and you could tell it would like the call light that they have. You could even like they're like, oh yeah, she'll use this as a call light, and then I look outside, you could barely see it on. It was like so dingy, and the place looked like just like it was just depressing.
Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of them just need to be like renovated or whatever. It just look like I feel like especially as skilled, you're trying to rehabilitate. Like you should be somewhere nice, but a lot of them like
they're run down.
Yeah.
They're run down, and the nurses are also run down.
Yeah,
To be
people get
quite frank.
overworked.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So then that's probably like a thing too with your grandma because she's very alert too. So she's gonna know what's going on. Like she's, you know, her feelings are gonna be very valid because
she's alert and she's quiet.
Yeah.
So she was letting shit happen, but she wouldn't say anything till they got there and be like, "Oh, this happened."
Yeah,
which
that's
is
tough.
the worst, you know, like because
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, honestly, relatable though, because I feel like a lot of us like.
Yeah, I probably would stay quiet too, but it just
Yeah.
sucks because I like know how.
Just
that
literally
feels,
going to get my nails done. I'm like,
I know, dude.
in my mind, I'm like, the shape is wrong. She's gonna fix it though. She's gonna fix it, and then I paid.
Don't
I'm like,
say
fuck.
nothing. You don't say nothing. Yeah, it's really hard to speak up for yourself.
Yeah.
I think for some people it's natural, but I think a lot of us
But then,
don't
like,
have that skill.
I feel like if you're elderly too, it's kind of scary to speak up at the moment because it's like, oh, they're just gonna treat me badly now. You know? Like,
Yeah,
It could go
it's
either
just
way.
it's so hard to say too though, because like I don't know, we've never been in a skill. I just feel like it has to be like a level of scary, you know,
Yeah, no, yeah.
of nerves.
Yeah, it especially because of the whole thing that happened where a guy just came in to have her sign something. Like I was terrified. Like, is anyone just gonna be able to come in? You know, they're sharing rooms with other people. Like it gave me so much anxiety. Like I could not sleep.
Especially because I'm pretty sure she couldn't even like pick up the phone to call you,
No,
right?
she
Yeah.
couldn't.
See.
Couldn't. Yeah. I'm like, it felt so ugly to just like leave her there.
Luckily, she didn't spend too long.
She's been 2 months, friend.
There's some
Could be
people,
longer.
there's some people
Yeah,
who's
I know
spending
some
there.
yeah.
For her
Sounds
having
long,
a very
but-
horrific car crash, she actually made a really good recovery.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
still, you know,
And
like
we do we have talked about it, that the reason why we think she was able to heal the way she did and fucking not break all her bones was probably because she works out every
she's
day.
been
She
active
goes
all
for
her life.
walk. She's active.
Yeah. Despite it being on
she
her
saved
walk,
her own life,
because of
really.
her walk. Yeah. Yeah,
'Cause,
honestly.
yeah, that could have
Could've
gone
been way
way
worse.
south.
Yeah, that's why I'm really grateful. But yeah, so they had given us 2 options for the skill center, and both of them were really terrible. One was slightly better than the other one. I'm like, the one thing I wanted was something that felt bright and not depressing, because she was already feeling sad.
Right.
But like I really had, it was either like or worse, you know. So I picked the and supposedly they secured the bed, whatever. The day that she was gonna be transferred, someone took her bed.
Oh, shite.
And I was like, bro, like one thing after another, like what the fuck? And honestly, it was God's doing. He did that. He made sure that happened.
Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah, because the insurance lady was like, oh my God, I just got an opening to this place. I never get openings to this place. Like, you should do it. And I was like, let me go check, because I don't trust nobody. So I went to go check. So much nicer. It was just like so much brighter. The facility was newer.
I've honestly never heard of that place, by the way.
Yeah.
There was a couple things that what was it?
Oh,
she came back and she's like, somebody keeps saying
Appa is Korean.
I'm like, pain.
the poor lady, dude, no one's
Wait, Appa or Itai?
No, Itai is Japanese.
Itai is Japanese.
Korean Appa is pain.
Oh, I thought you were saying Appa, like dad. Appa is dad. Yeah.
In what? In Spanish?
In Korean. That's Papa. Switch the letters around.
I think I was like
Apple.
Apple.
That's
Apple.
pain, yeah. She came back and she's like, do you know what that means? I'm like, yeah, actually I do, because we get a lot of Koreans at the hospital. We can cut all this out.
No one spoke Korean, and I felt so bad. She was like,
yeah.
And no one understood it. Why would you
not you guest there trying to figure out what's
she
wrong.
She comes home and she's like, this lady keeps saying apple. I'm like, she's saying pain.
I'm gonna get into that.
She's literally saying pain.
Not Bree's making a full assessment.
No, Brie started. She told me that she was like feeding residents and shit.
Oh, jeez.
At this place, at this place, like
I finished my drink.
Okay.
We're almost there. You guys want to taste?
We did forget to. I forgot to share mine. Sorry.
It's okay.
Switch.
I also didn't bring a cup.
Oh, that's actually good, because I normally don't.
Like lemon.
Yeah, and this is like not like that lemonade where it like hurts your teeth. It's
that's what I was wondering.
It's nice. Yeah. No,
Okay,
there's some that are like.
Who wants strawberry?
I want to try strawberry.
Okay.
I guess give me peach.
I'll take grapefruit.
Grapefruit is delicious.
Okay. Someone's greñas on it.
Probably me. That would be me.
Okay.
So this is a second grapefruit. So how about you taste it before I drink out?
it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Because I'm like, before I drink out of it.
Yeah.
Okay. I can smell it from here.
It tastes like grapefruit.
It's funny you could smell that, but not Esme's poop.
That is funny. I'm a little sick.
The second time I walked in here, I'm like, oh, I gotta change your diaper. It
I did not smell it
stings.
at all.
It's funny.
I'm also a CNA, so.
Yeah, I feel like you're immune, right?
Yeah.
I'm freaking dead. No, I still smell that.
No, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I like it.
I like it. Oh, it's good. It's good. Yeah, so she ended up going to this really, really nice skill center.
Yay.
And honestly, she was blessed with 2 really good nurses. They tended to her really, really well, and they like actually cared. Sometimes when they were off though, then she'll get some of the ones that don't care, the ones that are just trying to like
Do you mean like charge nurse or CNAs?
the people who changed her? I think
The
they're
CNAs, yeah.
There was, yeah, because there were some that were, yeah, two of them, main ones, they were really nice to her. They treated her well. They made her feel comfortable.
Hmm.
The other ones, like there was one that like would just like be like, oh yeah, I'll change her later. Yeah, like even when we were there, like we try to make sure that they change her before we leave so she could sleep comfortably, you know.
Yeah.
And he'll be like, no, 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 I need to change them all at the same time.
Oh,
No, no, no.
hell no.
And then we'll ask my grandma, did he change you? No, he waited till the next person.
Report that shit. I mean, too late now, but
yeah.
y'all should have
Honestly,
reported that shit
yeah.
because
No,
that's
we did.
ridiculous.
We did.
Mm-hmm.
Even
But-
to tell family no is bold.
Yeah, that's why I was like,
That's bold.
and yeah, yeah, I was telling Rosie that I was basically like working the place. Every time I went, I mean, I went every single day. So the people who were around her, they started recognizing me. You know, like they'd be like, "Mija, but like, can you help me do this?"
As they should. That way they know before you get there, she better look good.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
So yeah,
when they see that family is very involved, they're going to get better care of your
Mhm.
fucking family
Mhm.
member.
Oh,
It is
yeah.
what it is.
As
Yeah.
compared to like someone that doesn't get visitors ever, which is so
it's
sad.
sad. It's sad,
No,
but that's the reality
yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
The two
For
nurses
most places.
that took care of her though, like they tended to everyone beautifully. But the other ones,
So
like,
they're in it for the right reasons.
yeah, you could
Yeah.
tell, but like, why are you there if it's not for you? Like, it
Mhm.
makes me so sad.
Yeah.
But yeah, because of that, like, I would see their family members, and you know, they can't be there every day like I was able to. So whenever they were not tended to, like I felt like I needed to, like you know.
Mhm.
There was one lady, her name was Olga.
Mm.
She had dementia, and
Mm.
her daughter would speak to her. Can't help over here, you know. But I made friends with her. She lived really far, so she wasn't able to see her every day. And she tried to make her understand that, like, not that I don't want to visit you, mom, but I live far. You know,
Mhm.
she'll come on the weekends. But because she has dementia, she can't really fend for herself or tell people, you know, like, hey, I need this. Hey, I'm falling. Hey, you know.
Yeah.
So like whenever they would, you know, not attend to her, I would be there, like try to
Mhm.
motivate her to eat. Like one time they had left the food. Why do they do that? I don't get it. They leave their food off to the side, and they're like, here's breakfast, here's lunch, and they leave it to the side instead of like putting it up for them and like raising them up to eat. And like she's like laid down, the food's onto the side, and she's like hungry and she's trying to reach for it, and she's almost dropping the food. Like I tend to her, you know.
Oosh.
I be calling a nurse because I don't want to get like I don't want to like
Do too much.
I don't want to like get in their way or anything, but like I'll call their nurse. If they're not coming, I'm gonna help her, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I tried helping her as much as I could. Cause, dude, the daughter had told me she lost over like 80 pounds, but like the nurses that were really good in that department, they literally took their time to feed her, motivate her, be like,
Mhm.
you know, like a kid, like
Yeah,
you
no,
know,
yeah,
get her
because that's the thing with
excited.
dementia. Like, it gets to the point where you have to literally be next to them and cue them. Like,
Yeah.
okay, take another bite. Here you go. Yeah.
Sometimes to the
This
point where it's like
guy.
swallow, chew,
Yeah, because
swallow.
eventually that's what happens
Yeah.
towards the end. You forget how to swallow.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's very sad.
Dementia is evil.
It's very sad.
Yeah, it's very sad to see. Yeah.
Also with this like whole experience, it's been like I'm kind of triggered. I think I'm now afraid to get old.
No, yeah, it is. Trust me, I understand. There's
Yeah.
times where I'm like, I would rather not, have to deal with this type of bullshit.
I've
Like,
been
it
like
sucks.
really thinking, like I've been really wanting to talk to you guys about this because like you guys see this every day, so it's like, are you guys immune to it? Or are you guys like it kind of terrified me, to be honest.
I think I'm slightly immune, but I don't know why in the back of my head I don't see myself living to be that old anyways, because none of my family ever did. So
Yeah.
I'm not that worried about like those things
Yeah.
happening. But my grandma, my dad's mom, she did have dementia. So it is definitely a possibility.
Yeah, it's funny because I was talking to Carlos not that long ago about this, and I was like, dude, when I'm like demented, like I just like that's it for me. Like I don't need to live any longer.
Yeah.
He's like, well, if you're like fully functioning, and I'm like, well, I'm
No.
not there. And he said something that like really made me sad because he's like, well, like pretty much saying that like he would want me there even though like I'm still functioning, but I'm like, I would be so sad to not know who you are.
Yeah.
So it's like
And also
yeah.
it's sad for the other person too. Like maybe he doesn't realize that now, but like
Mhm.
if one day you don't fucking remember who he is,
Right.
that's gonna break his heart too.
Of course, and you see it there often. And
yeah,
it's
it
always that
happens a
partner
lot.
that is like, you don't want to say selfish, but in a way it kind of is, but then you also understand that like you spent all your life with this person and now they don't remember you, so you will try to hold on to them as much as
Yeah,
possible.
that's
But there
true.
obviously will be a point when they will be non-functioning. And
Mhm.
yeah, I've seen that a lot where I work, or I've seen it where you have a really functioning partner and then their spouse is just like,
Yeah,
so gone, and it's so sad. It's still very sad. Like
it
obviously
is
you do
sad.
get desensitized working with so many people and doing it for so long, but you still can't help to feel like, dang, like, you know. But then
Yeah.
obviously once you go home, it's like, luckily, because you do have to be able to shut it
I
off,
used to take
because then
some
you're
of
gonna
that
go
home with
crazy.
me for a long time. I did.
You always do in the
Certain
beginning.
certain uh some of the residents only, like a few, like 3 or 4,
Mm-hmm.
really, really, really stuck to me. Like, and to this very day, like I'm still like they're still here because just some situations are so fucking sad. And it's like nobody asked for this. Nobody wants
Mm-hmm.
to fucking forget like who they are or who their family is. Or
Yeah.
it's ugly.
And
It's
it's
so
very
ugly.
interesting because you would think, oh, this is only going to hit like a certain subset of people. No, you literally see it with some people that were extremely
Yes.
successful, have immense wealth, and it's
It
just
has
like
nothing to do with
dementia does not
anything
discriminate.
at
Yeah.
all. Yeah, at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And even age. Some people get it way younger than you would think,
Yeah.
and
Mm-hmm.
that is ugly
You have
too
some
because
people
it's
in their
like,
70s who can't even talk anymore. They don't know how to talk anymore.
hmm
Like they cannot verbalize their needs.
I feel like we could really deep dive into this because Cindy and
Mhm.
I obviously have seen a lot of this type of
Mhm.
situations. But yeah, it is a lot. It's a lot.
yeah,
Mhm.
like I even started like I went to a dark place. I was
Yeah.
like just like why like I can't picture that happening to a good person, you know? Like I'm
Mhm.
like did these people have to be bad people for them to
Not at
deserve
all.
this? Like
Not at all.
like
It's just like nature
uh,
versus nurture type shit. Either your environment's gonna do it to you or you were unfortunately hardwired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's not right though. I don't
No,
like
not at
it.
all. That's
I'm
what
pretty
we're saying.
sure I'm pretty sure I'm headed towards
No.
dementia. No, man, I be questioning myself a lot. I'm like,
No, that's why
yo,
that's why also working in the field and then me realizing how much I forget, I'm like, fuck, dude, this is scary.
this is
This is scary
dementia.
because if I'm already like this, how the fuck am I
Yeah.
gonna survive in my 60s, 70s, like if I
Mhm.
make it that long?
You will.
Um, if
But
I do, if I do and I can't remember, fuck that,
I
shoot
don't
me.
know. If I'm like freaking
no, really, like
decrepit at 90,
Shoot me.
like
We
let me
had one
go.
lady, I won't get into too much detail, but there's this lady that used to live with us who was pretty old, mostly fully there, but her body was shutting down on her. She wanted to die. And like that's not a legal thing,
Are you
like
talking about?
she
Oh,
really was
okay.
trying to like figure out the logistics of like
Mm-hmm.
dying.
Euthanasia. I'd be down.
Euthanasia, yeah.
I'd be down for that shit.
Yeah, she was trying and they didn't let her.
no.
I think she has to go. Isn't it Oregon? Isn't it legal
She
there?
had to leave the state for sure. But she
Mm-hmm.
tried and she was fully there, which I thought was sad because I'm like,
I think. I think.
she's alert, she's oriented, she knows what's going on. She's ready to go. Like, why not just let her go instead of
Mhm.
suffering in your own
I
fucking
think
body?
did that shit. I
Did
think
she?
she. I
I know
yeah.
that she was talking about it, but I,
Yeah.
I honestly, when she moved, I don't
Mhm.
know what happened to her after that. But yeah,
Mhm.
like, and then also, I don't think you were around. We're gonna definitely cut all this out.
Mm-mm.
She had ALS.
Oh,
What's that?
The like basically
multiple sclerosis.
your body doesn't work, but your brain is all there.
Mhm.
That's basically
Your
what's happening.
muscles start wasting
Yeah, so
away. Your nerves start wasting
she started
away.
like not being able to swallow, not be able to talk,
You start
but
going
but
backwards.
her brain was 100% there, and she was pretty
Yeah.
young.
Mhm.
So for a while she would have to write on the whiteboard, and we would communicate through there, but then it was too hard for her to. But she
Mm-hmm.
was all there the whole
I feel
entire
like
time.
that's
She would just look at
literally
you.
the two type of old. Like you're fully alert, but your body starts giving out on
Yes.
you, or you become demented and you're fully able.
Yes.
It's insane.
Walking around, no problem, but don't know what, have nothing going on in
You're
here.
just wandering.
Either way, it's terrible.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was very very sad situation. She's one of the ones that like I think about often. She to her dying day, I can tell that she knew what the fuck was going on the whole entire time, but she just couldn't do anything about it.
Yeah.
It's very
It's
sad.
just like very unfortunate because you really do have people where they've struggled like health wise all their life.
Mhm.
And it's just like, it's very sad to see. Like, certain people cannot catch a break.
She
Mm-hmm.
sticks to me. She was my friend.
Mm-hmm.
We definitely have to bleep out all the names, but like,
That's why I think it is very unfortunate what happened to your grandma, but I think also like she's very lucky that she had no, not even that, that she had family that were there and present.
I know.
Because that's honestly like something that like people don't realize, but it really does help in healing. Like knowing you have somebody there for you, like having somebody next to you helping you, and yeah, instead of just like random strangers, because that's like another thing too. You have a lot of people that never get visitors. Either they didn't have kids, or they don't have
yes.
family, or they have kids and something happened. It's just so sad when literally like
Mhm.
like
Nobody.
nobody shows up for like holidays, like
Mhm.
Mother's, Father's Day. Yeah, like because I kid you not, when I started nursing at this point, I I was like, I'm not gonna have kids. Like I'm cool. Like I
Yes.
love
Yes.
myself.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
whatever. And as soon as I started working where I'm working, I was like, yo, this is sad. This is really
That I will say
sad.
that is the probably the only thing in my head that makes me think like I probably should have at least a kid because I've seen some people with no kids, no
Mm-hmm.
family, no nothing,
Mm-hmm.
and it is really sad. It is really sad. They have like
Mm-hmm.
a fucking great niece that calls every once in a while to check on them, or like
Granted, like also too, like sometimes people do have other families that really do show out for them,
mhm,
but like I'm not like very family oriented when it comes to like extended family. Like I'm very family oriented with like my mom and sister, but I'm like I don't want my sister. I don't want to like push anything on my sister. Granted, I know like if something happens, she'll be there for me. I'm like my mom will eventually die before me, which is sad to say, but like you do want somebody to like show out for you, and I don't
yeah,
have that much family, so I was like and it's just really like sweet to see like parents go and like visit their parents, and it's just like damn, like full circle moment, like it's really lovely,
yeah,
but yeah, no.
that is something that working where I work made me think twice about. I don't want no
Mhm.
kids. I'm like, no one will be there for me because obviously I am the youngest sibling. So like even to say
Mhm.
like my siblings, I'm there's a 14, 15-year difference between me and my next sibling. So
Yeah.
I could potentially be alone. If
Brie
like
Brie will be there.
Brie might be there for me, if everything
We
goes
might be
well.
roommates. Not
No, for real. But yeah, it is like it is something that you probably wouldn't think about before, but working where we work, I have noticed that that's kind of like a thing. And
Mhm.
even bleep this out, but also told me, straight up told me, because she asked me, "Do you have kids?" I'm like, "No." She's like, "Do you want kids?" I'm like, "I don't know." She's like, "You should have kids because then look at me, like, if you don't have kids, nobody's gonna take care of you and nobody's gonna come look
Mhm.
after you." And I was like,
Mhm.
"You're right. You are right." It
Yeah.
is very sad.
Not that you want to impose on your kids either, where like you must take care of me, you must visit, but like you would
If
want to
you
think
raise
that
them
like
right, they will.
you've done
Yeah.
such a good job in nurturing them that like when it comes time to like they will be there for you,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, I was telling you guys too that when I was younger, my grandma was the one to take care of me, like to get me ready for school, brush my hair, feed me, get me ready for the day. And the roles have reversed, and I'm
Mhm.
brushing her hair, brushing her teeth, I'm feeding her, I'm cooking for her, changing her, and yeah, it's just like it's like so
I feel like it's
emotional.
somewhat fulfilling though.
Yeah.
Somewhat like, it is sad, it's bittersweet, definitely, but it is also like
Yeah.
kind of a fulfilling thing. I felt that way a little bit with my dad too.
Yeah.
My dad didn't let me do that much for him because he had a lot of pride. But like what I did do was a little like, I am proud of that now. But yeah.
Yeah,
it is
crazy. Life is crazy.
Life is crazy, but also very beautiful. Yeah. But life will definitely test you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay.
Are we gonna cry?
Yeah. I'm like,
I'm like trying so hard not to fucking cry right now.
Yeah, because I feel like that way too. I talked to you guys about this too, about like seeing Esme with my mom. It's just so cute, and then she'll often bring up like, this is how you used to be, this is what I used to do with you, and I'm like, oh, like it's
your mom's having the full circle moments right now too.
Yeah, especially because the kid apparently looks just like me. So it's just like how did she say it, like son igualitas or whatever, like you guys are exact. I'm like, oh, it's just cute because I see how like joyful and happy she is with her. So yeah,
that is beautiful. I need to blow my nose now because I want to cry. Cheers.
I feel like we were all kind of going through something in these last couple months, 2 months or whatever.
2 months, yeah.
Couple, same thing. I learned that not that long ago.
Yeah, we definitely all had something going on. Bree's thing was the main, like,
that's what started
because Brie is our main editor. She is our fucking glue that holds us together. So the moment like shit went south for her, like obviously that puts an immediate pause on this, which is fine. I do think that we kind of needed it either way. I also think that we were kind of losing a little bit of motivation and what's the word? We were losing like our like we were running out of like shit to talk about.
When
and
did
like
this happen to your grandma?
March, right before Beyond, the week before Beyond.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, I'm trying to figure out when my stuff started happening, but I think it was probably like around the same.
A little later, yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Not even that long. Yeah.
Life is so weird sometimes.
The timing was immaculate.
Yeah. All right. So basically, we all went through some shit, right? We took a little breaky just to vent, some little girl time.
Happens every time.
Literally. But yeah. As of now, my grandma is finally home.
Yay!
With them. Yes, not home alone.
Yeah, not home alone. She does still have a long process to go.
Oh, she's staying with you guys.
Yeah, she's staying with us. She has stairs at her home, so it's gonna be a while. But yeah, she's slowly recovering, but I'm just happy that she's home. You know what? It was kind of bittersweet leaving the facility at the end, because she was graced with such good nurses that cared for her, and yeah, they all were kind of sad but happy to see her leave, yeah, it was bittersweet. But oh my god, one last thing. My grandma comes home, not the next day, but the next day. Her sister falls.
Oh yeah.
And she gets a sprained. She sprained a couple places, and fractured a couple places, and she ended up at the same facility.
Oh joy!
And in the same room.
No
and
way.
The same people are attending her. So we went to go visit her yesterday, and
no way.
The guy was like, "Oh, what are you doing here?" And he's like, "Did your mom come back? Like, what?" And I'm like, "No, that's her sister." He's like, "That's the one that came to visit her." Like, he started putting everything together, and I was
that's
like,
fucking
wow.
crazy. Her sister is older than her grandma.
My grandma, she is in her 90s. But yeah, the irony. Like, they're just like, wow. Like, are y'all in competition or what the fuck?
That is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
That's a crazy story.
But they're both gonna be good. They're both healing, and they're strong women.
They're both strong bad bitches.
Strong bad bitches.
And, love that.
Yeah. And like, with this whole thing, like, yes, like, I hate that it even happened, but because it happened, like, I've been so close. I've been getting so close with my grandma. I'm having full ass conversation with her, and my Spanish is getting better. I feel like I had lost it because, you know, life.
I was gonna be funny, but instead of saying periods, be like periodo. Love
No, yeah,
that.
like my Spanish has been getting a lot better, and also everyone in the floor was majority of them were Spanish speaking, so I had to speak to them in Spanish.
Mm.
Yeah, my Spanish has been getting a lot better. I'm communicating with my grandma a lot more. I'm spending more time with her, and honestly, it's so heartfelt. Like, it's so like fulfilling for me.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, I love it. Like, that's the light through all of this.
The
I'm spending more
silver
time.
lining.
Silver lining, yeah.
I love that.
But yeah,
That's beautiful.
period.
And your grandma is amazing. She's so strong.
She's
I saw
very
her
sweet.
when she was home. She
Yeah.
looks amazing. She looks like
Mm.
nothing.
Her spirit.
No, yeah, she's so beautiful. Like
Yeah.
her spirit really like she's like Brie. The light. She's a light in a fucking room, you know? Like
Mm.
she looks good. She looks
Yeah.
good. Her spirits are high too, so
Yeah.
that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Love that for y'all.
Hee
Okay. I think we're ready
to do our ratings.
to do the review. I have not tried the lemon one, so let me just try that real quick. And then
I
I'll be
think that was my favorite, the lemon one.
Let me see what's up. Let me see.
Lemon. If you have any recommendations of us, what?
Huh?
If you have any drink recommendations for us, comment down below. And while I have you here, like and subscribe. Do all those things. And follow our Instagram and TikTok.
The whole shebang.
Yeah, the whole shebang.
Do all the things. Okay. Okay. I like it. It is very much lemonade-y. Not like Mike's Hard though.
Oh yeah, no, I don't like Mike's Hard. It's way too sweet for me. This I love.
Okay, I like it. Okay, I'm ready.
All right, who would like to go first?
I feel like I don't know how to do this anymore.
Right, I know.
I think I could probably go first.
Okay, go ahead, friend.
Okay. Okay, so as a variety pack, I'm gonna give it an 8. I really like the grapefruit. I really like the peach. The lemon, I like. There are animals crawling on our ceiling right now. I like the lemon. It is a little tangy for me. Just a little. Not too much, but it did make me like make
I think
a face.
all of them have a little like pizzazz.
They are like the fruit flavors are strong. I will say that.
Akila, go do something about
the
that.
grapefruit to me, I think was my favorite. He don't give a fuck.
Which one was your favorite?
Grapefruit. Grapefruit was my favorite because peach was good, but it was a little sweet. It reminded me of candy. Grapefruit was just like grapefruit, you know? The strawberry tastes like fucking strawberry, bro, which is a problem because I don't really like strawberry, so I didn't fuck with that one that much. But what did I say? 8.
8.
Overall 8.
I'll give it a solid 8. I would definitely drink these again. I do feel lit. I drank 2. This is my 3rd one. I feel something already. So yeah.
Yeah.
I don't feel like they were too sweet. The flavors were strong though, but like not in a bad way.
Yeah.
Yeah. 8 out of 10. And I actually really like the concept of the negative 196.
It's
after learning what the fuck it is, I fuck with it. I like it. That's it.
Yes. I think as a variety pack, I would do an 8 out of 10 as well. I'm trying the strawberry right now, and it's a bit. I love strawberry, but it's a bit on the sweeter end for me. And the other ones I wasn't too crazy about, except the lemon one. If I were to rate that on its own, I would rate it a 10 out of 10. I think if I were to get this, I would get all lime. No, lemon.
I would get all grapefruit.
Oh, grapefruit.
Yeah,
okay.
I would.
Yeah. Just because the other ones, I'm not crazy about grapefruit, so that's probably why. But the peach and the strawberry are a bit on the sweeter end for me. The lemon is just like perfect for me.
Yeah.
Like it felt refreshing. It
is refreshing for sure.
So 8 out of 10 in general, but if I were to rate the lemon one, 10 out of 10.
Period.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give these a 9 out of 10. I very much enjoyed the pack. Probably peach was my least favorite, not because it was yucky, just because it was probably the sweetest out of the bunch.
Yeah, for sure.
The grapefruit was immaculate.
Yeah.
Like
It's
it was
grapefruit.
I'm gonna literally say it was the most authentic grapefruit flavor I have had since we've done the podcast.
I think
Like
I can agree on that.
first sip, I was like, yo,
Yeah.
it's and it's not giving artificial, it's giving grapefruit.
Yeah.
I feel like most of them really gave like
Yeah.
authentic, not
Yeah.
like artificial.
To me, the peach was giving peach rings. But
yeah.
But I feel like peaches like does
to
that
be
a
fair,
lot
I've
though.
never had a real peach.
Like
so that I can't tell you if
a lot
that's-
of the time peach
It's
is
the
gonna
sweeter.
be on the sweeter end. And also the lemon usually is my like least flavor out of
Yeah.
any pack, and the lemon was giving. It was giving. What was it gonna I wanted to know what the price point was though.
Oh, yeah.
How much are they?
So this was a 8-pack and it was $20.
Okay, not bad.
So-
I would honestly do this again.
Yeah.
The concept of the
What?
frozen
Yeah.
and negative 90 or 196 whatever,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
everything about it was cool, and it's made in Japan.
We love that.
It's a seltzer, but it like I did burp, as I'm pretty sure you could tell within the
Yeah, not
the
like-
video,
Not that bad.
but it wasn't that
Not
bad.
crazy,
No,
yeah.
it didn't feel like like it's going down my throat funny. It was good. Yeah, I like
agree.
these.
I agree.
I don't want to give them a 10 out of 10 because I don't know. I just feel like that's a hard title to like give them. But 9 out of 10
Mhm.
is valid. Like these were good, and I
Yeah.
feel I
Yeah.
do
I'll
feel
put
lit.
2 drinks. I'll
Yeah.
put 2 drinks.
These
2.5
are
maybe.
a 0.5% higher than your average seltzer. So
I feel it. I feel it.
we feel it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The more I drink this, the more I do taste or feel my saliva thickening a little bit.
Really? That's how I
Yeah.
felt about the strawberry one.
The to me the lemonade is just a little too strong, but still not as bad as like a Mike's or
Oh, yeah.
something like that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
It is good, but I do feel like a little something going on now. But other than that, I definitely would drink them again. Period. Thank you guys. We hopefully
you.
are back.
We are
and
back.
better than ever.
We are.
I am very excited to get back on track.
Yeah.
I feel like we've all what is
I
it called?
think we got our
We're all-
rejuvenated.
Yeah, we're all getting like our lives back on track.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know.
I agree.
Just in time for summer.
I think that we need
Honestly, I'm trying to be a hot girl.
Hot girl
I'm trying to be
summer.
out there.
Girl, honestly.
Yeah.
Okay, well you're with the right person because we outside, baby.
Outside.
Honestly, I need that.
I'm so excited.
Okay, well, yes. So what that means is that we have more stories to tell on the podcast. So
Cause I'm a hot girl.
Hey, we do hot
shit.
I'm so excited.
yeah. June for me is super stacked, so I feel like I'll
She
never
got
run out of
stories
things
to
to talk
tell,
about.
yeah.
I'm ready. I'm ready. It is
Yay.
hot girl summer.
Hot girl summer.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
excited.
Period.
Well,
Cheers.
thank you guys for being patient with us. Thank you for still being here. Thank you for watching.
There were a few of you.
Who questioned?
Oh,
Are
few
you
of you.
okay?
Yes. Shout out to you guys.
So thank you. for
Some that I
We are live.
we are live. There was some people who I did not expect to ask
Yeah.
that were like, "Hey, what's going on?" And I'm like, "Hey, watch."
As soon as we
thank you
cut though,
guys.
I'm gonna tell you guys certain people that like brought the podcast up, and I was like, we need to
Right?
block.
Oh shit.
Right, no. It's so funny because
We need
like
to block some people.
you don't realize, or we don't realize, because you guys are not interacting. You guys are just silently
Just
watching, so we don't know.
You need to interact,
But
okay?
then
At
someone,
least like
a couple
If you're gonna bring shit up in real life, like,
and subscribe. And sign up to
comment,
and then we'll block you.
merch. Then we're gonna be like, ooh,
and out.
And
No, but yeah,
so
yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for noticing that we were
Love
gone.
you. All right. We will see you not next week, but next week.
The next episode should be, if all goes as planned, mine and Jesse's EDC recap.
Jesse will be our
Jesse
guest.
should fucking be here on the next episode.
If not, we
Um,
will still be here.
If not, Jesse's banned.
He's bad for the podcast because
Anyways,
Jesse's
okay, bye. Thank you.
girl. No, I'm just kidding.
Jesse's girl. Okay.
Yeah.
We're done.
Bye.
Bye. Love you guys.